Welcome into the latest edition of Extra Time. Thank you. Do you mind going to the fence around?
You need my change of pace?
Yeah, change of pace would be good.
Okay.
We're in the biggest studio today. Yeah, it's very exciting. There we are. Frank Leboeuf joins us.
Moved from our natural habitat.
Yeah, you've had some problems with your chair today.
I've not an airport. My chair was fine until I was asked to drop it.
Thank you.
But
maybe
20 seconds into the show, and I felt that I was being ridiculed somewhat, or my position became a little low.
Do you want to share what's coming in the post for you tomorrow?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, my Santa full booner, by the way.
Yes.
11 piece.
11 pieces?
Well, and I'm thinking, where's all these pieces? What am I going? Beard, hat.
Yeah, exactly.
Belt.
No, because it's not like you need much.
Well, actually, it gave me a choice of an extra large, and I declined that.
Really? You might regret that.
That's a confident choice.
My full Santa.
That's a confident choice.
Full Santa.
11-piece
Well,
Santa
the
outfit.
thing is with America, is the sizes are always a little bigger in America, so you don't have to. I could have went for a medium.
Well, and you'll be wearing that on Monday's Christmas special?
I'm contemplating that actually, because we've got nothing to talk about.
Oh, exactly. No, exactly. Dress up would be beautiful. Right, let's get through these.
I'm not doing the Christmas special Monday.
Well, just dress up anyway.
All right, okay.
Craig, I have so many questions about City, but I'll ask about Bernardo Silva. Why does Pep keep putting him in the starting 11 where he doesn't offer anything this season?
Well, he's a player who's offered a hell of a lot over his career, but he is having surprisingly poor season by his standards, and I don't think it's age for him or lack of mobility, because he's always been relatively mobile. I just don't know. It's the whole jigsaw is just kind of falling apart, and he's just another piece. So I don't have the answer, because I think he's a terrific footballer, but I don't know. I mean, he's leaving out De Bruyne these days, and others. So I'm like Guardiola. I just don't have the answer.
Ali, City players' legs seem to have gone.
Okay.
Gundo and Walker in particular. When did the lads know their legs were gone? High school?
See, that's just unnecessary. Don't you know what kind of specimen I was as an athlete? Yeah. I would say that in my specific case, since I didn't have the legs to begin with,
yes.
When they were gone, it didn't really matter to me, because my game was not based on
You didn't have to rely on your
that.
speed.
No.
You relied on your
I
skill.
relied on other things.
Yes.
And it wasn't speed. Deceptive speed is what I used then.
Yeah.
Very deceptive.
Yeah.
Nobody saw it coming. But there is a point, though. There is a point, and seriously, when a couple of times in which you go for a sprint, and even though it wasn't my game, you didn't even see the defender coming. It used to be that I would see the defender coming, and I would step in, and there's no chances getting to the ball. But when the legs go and you try to get to that ball that you always got to, that was automatic, by the time you try to get there, the defender's already come and gone, and you kind of go, oh,
yeah.
Well, this has changed.
What about you, Frank? When did your legs go?
Well, I think it was already at Chelsea. I really felt, sometimes I was coming late, and I say, oh my God, it's the beginning of the end.
Wow.
And I tried to compensate with the anticipation and everything. But I think you start knowing, especially when your relatives, siblings, close friends, they come to you and say, Frank, you should give up, before we feel a little bit of shame,
And then you're like, wait a minute, wait, I've got a phone call from Qatar, which I'm going to take. Oh, right, yes.
Yeah.
No, my legs are fine.
Exactly.
They're fine.
Well, I knew anyway, but you know the story. It was my dad.
Right.
But I knew anyway.
Yeah.
When my dad told me after my final game for Scotland, my 46 cap, said, I think you should retire.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, that's pretty honest. But I knew that in my head anyway. And I knew it because it was injuries. With me, it was injuries. When I left Chelsea and I went to Celtic,
Yeah, me too.
it was box to box.
Me too.
Up and back, goals, engine, no problem.
Yeah, Scottish Player of the Year.
Shut up. Because if I say that, you'll say, oh, yeah, show it off. Right? But, it was second nature, box to box, right? No problem. And then you start getting injuries. When I went to Derby, after a couple of years of slogging trying to stay in that Premier League, and you start picking up some injuries, which I did, had a couple of operations, and then never, like Ali, I would be doing things, and I'm like, Jesus, that guy's run past me, or how am I not getting on to the end of that? And I thought, and you start doubting yourself. But you know in your head when you can't do the things that you once did. And that's so
Craig,
frustrating as a player.
The worst for me is that, like you, injuries came when I was playing for Marseille, and the worst is I got injured shooting a penalty kick. And I scored, but I got injured just before. When I launched my legs back, I felt the muscle tearing apart, and I managed to score the goal and being substituted after 15 minutes. I say, oh, well, it smelled the end. It smelled the end.
But wait, Qatar's on the phone.
The worst thing is when you...
Exactly.
I think the worst thing, and the definite sign that it's done, is when you see significantly lesser players than you are playing ahead of you.
Like Herc.
For example.
But everyone's different. And when your legs
He never played ahead of me, by the way.
All right, calm down.
I was just saying.
When your legs have gone and you want to still play, you have to have a deep love of the game. And I didn't have that.
Right.
I had, but I didn't have it in the end. I didn't have enough to keep pushing myself. Take Stevie.
Yes.
When Stevie's legs were long gone, right?
Yeah. He was still playing for Doncaster.
He left Liverpool. He'd been at Sheffield Wednesday, who were a good club at the time in the Premier League, and then he was out the team there, and he was at Notts County and Doncaster, and he was down the leagues. That's soul-destroying. But for him, who'd won European Cups, won this and won that, won everything at his club, to keep going at that level when you are not mobile, you just got to love playing, which I think he said.
Oh, completely. He talks about FA Cup first round ties for Doncaster, and he was like, look, I absolutely love it.
And see, to me, I was the opposite.
Right.
And I went to Preston with my old international boss, Craig Brown, and then I had a quick period at Walsall. I absolutely hated it.
Right.
And nothing against those guys and the team. I hated myself for it. I was like, it's just, didn't even want to go to training. But that's everybody's different. He was Sport Billy. He was lapping it up, wasn't he?
I like this question. Craig, with Manchester City in relegation-bound form at the moment, would you recommend Guardiola takes the lads paintballing, orienteering, bungee jumping, or an escape room to get spirit back?
Well, the thing is, the Premier League might not have to, jokingly, might not have to relegate them. They could do it for them.
Yeah, indeed.
They still have all these charges over them.
Are we beyond?
I don't even think one of our good Scottish night outs with all the guys is going to...
Not a trip to Dublin, Temple Bar?
A weekend.
Right.
But they have to drink a minimum 48 pints of Guinness.
Right, I think... Well,
I mean, you got to really go for it. I don't think there's any scenario where... I don't think this is camaraderie.
Right.
I don't think it's like a galvanise. I think that works a lot better for teams that are struggling down the bottom of the league, which they're not quite yet, but they're in free fall. So I paintballing with Stevie.
Paintballing with Stevie, shoot him in the head, take him in the end.
That's not a quick-moving target.
Frank, did you ever consider trying to get sent off during the last game before Christmas so you'd have a nice break?
No, I never been like that because I loved football and I wanted to play. But it happened to me that I went to tease a referee who gave me a yellow card or a red card, and I say, I'm going to tell you, thank you very much. I'm going to have a weekend off because of you. Thank you, ref.
Yeah.
Just to upset him, But now I never calculated something like that. Especially when you play in England, it's part of it, and it's very special for the fans, and you want to be part of it.
There's a couple of Arsenal players back in the day. I mention names. It was in the 90s. Oh, late 80s and 90s.
Okay.
It was alleged. It was no coincidence that most of these years, Christmas, Boxing Day, those fixtures, they strangely had always picked up a suspension.
Oh, around this time.
Vinicius
Junior's suspended tomorrow now. I wonder if he's going to be at the game. He's going to be in Brazil.
Are you suggesting that he did this?
No, I'm just saying that the way that things have worked out is that...
It's a happy coincidence.
If I'm him, why am I...
Well, he's walking about with his trophy.
Yeah, there you go, the best.
For the best.
Yep. For the guys, would a January loan move for Lionel Messi to Manchester City be something that Pep should contemplate to salvage a season? Could Messi be the spark to jumpstart the City attacking machine? We've talked about lack of legs in the City game.
That's a very solid no.
Yeah, I think that's definitely no. For Craig, what would be more surprising? City finishing outside the top 4 or Forest finishing in the top 4?
I mean, both, but I mean,
Well, the start of the season, obviously, it would be Forest, but now, well, City, but Forest, but don't worry.
what is it? What is it?
You okay? You all right?
Long day.
What would be more surprising?
A Forest, come on.
Yeah, but come on. But at the start of the season, nobody would have said City's going to finish outside the top 4.
No.
But then,
Yeah, but nobody would say that Nottingham Forest will be finished in the first 4.
Exactly. City, Forest,
Nobody would
Forest,
have said-
City,
nobody
City,
would have
Forest,
said- Is that what you were
Forest,
trying to
City.
say?
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Forest.
Frank, final question. Have you bought your Christmas gift for your wife yet?
Yes, I did. Yeah, for all the family, it's already under the tree.
Wow.
Why?
Can you tell us what the
course.
gift is? Is she
Yeah.
in? Okay, what did you get her?
No, because she's just upstairs, and she might hear it. So, if you
Okay.
don't mind, I'm
maybe
gonna
you,
keep
maybe
it
you could
secret.
mime it for
Yeah.
us. Mime it with your acting skills.
It's because I have those discs.
Yes, yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
Record
like
player.
That one.
Yes.
I bought the
record
thing
player.
to put in.
Yeah,
you know?
very nice. There we go.
Well, that's
Voilà.
useful.
Vinyl.
That's useful.
That's nice. Vinyl.
Vinyl.
Did you say vinyl?
I may have done. Vinyl, vinyl, what's the difference?
Have you purchased Mrs. Burley any gifts?
No.
Will you?
I'm coming in as Santa, that's enough for it's all you need.
Well, that's a gift.
Yeah, that's the gift that keeps on giving. It's the gift that keeps on giving.
There we go. 11 pieces for you, Cheryl. There we go.
Some real nice.
It's a bit tight. No.
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
That's all done. Yeah.
Yeah, you're all sorted?
Dan,
It's multiple, not just one. It's multiple.
Wow. What's the top of the list?
Oh, a ring.
A ring? Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yeah.
oh,
Wow.
are you gonna propose?
Well, we just had our 22nd anniversary.
Well, that's not really ring-worthy. That's just a day.
That's worth a scarf. Scarf.
Okay.
Check one as well.
Plus Christmas.
Half and half scarf.
It's an equation. Anniversary
Man
plus
City.
Christmas.
Oh, man. Well, when's your wedding anniversary? Is it around this time?
It was November
And
3rd.
Dan,
Oh, that's that.
Dan.
Yes.
What about you and the beautiful Denise?
That's fine.
What's going on? Did you?
Yeah, she's good.
Yeah.
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 All sorted.
It's good.
Don't worry.
You sure? You sure? Okay.
Is there any
good.
chance we
Okay,
can
good.
end this love in here?
What's going on, Pete? Are you serious? Okay, all right then. Well, that's the end of extra time, but we'll give you some bonus material to end. Here's Robert Lewandowski after the game.
Robert, thank you for talking to ESPN. What a cruel way to end a football match.
If you are thinking about this game, that we play very well, we play very good, but in the end we didn't get any points, and it's like we are very disappointed because we play in the first half exactly what we wanted. We scored the goal, but second half we did 2-3 mistakes, and Atletico could create the situation and score 2 goals. That I think in the last few games that I think we created also situation, but we didn't score enough goals, and I think that is like we miss some self-confidence maybe in the box, or something like, you know, this is the football, and sometimes you cannot explain why it's going like that. But for us, it's like I think this part of the season, I saw a few games that probably we have to learn from this, that if you cannot win, you cannot lose, and I think that kind of games we had this in this part of the season, and I hope so that we coming back more stronger in the new year, and we're gonna play even better football, and of course we're gonna win more games.
So as you were mentioning, you played well today, you put intensity and focus. Do you think it was the lack of efficiency in both areas that maybe the team was missing?
You know, it's like in the football, sometimes it's like the moment that not everything is going well. You can play very good football, but in some kind of moment or in the area, miss some kind of, not like self-confidence, but something that, you know, it's like one moment that even that you wanted to score the goal, you put the ball in the right corner. It's not exactly that you wanted, but we have to fight it off this. We have to jumping on this, and it's like we show it already a lot of times in this season that we can play in the very good football, but sometimes we have to learn, put some experience. That sometimes we have to keep it what we have. And in the end, I think what I see from this kind of season that if you cannot win, you cannot lose. And maybe because of this, we had more points. But in the end, I know that the next year, and the second part of the season will be much more better from us.
The last one, it's 3 defeats in a row at home in La Liga, only 1 win in the last 7 games. So you lost a lot of points. Do you think you can fix this on this new year?
Yeah, of course we can fix it because we were playing very well. Sometimes it's like some days you need that you coming back on the right track, and I'm pretty sure that the new year when we come back directly of our level, of our performance, and we're gonna playing as before like few weeks. Yeah.
It'd be great if Gemma just goes, and have you brought your wife your Christmas present? That is it. We are done. ESPN FC returns to your screens tomorrow. Craig will be here with Kay looking back at Tottenham against Liverpool plus Real Madrid in action as well as they host Sevilla.